Hello Star family, this is Starlight Universe and welcome to Eclipse season. Are you scared? Good, you're not supposed to be scared. Well, a little bit, but no. If you've been doing all your shadow work, all your inner child work, any type of work to be comfortable in your lower chakra, the first three, root, sacral, solar plexus, if you have been doing the work with your shadow self to be more comfortable, you should not fear this eclipse. But if you didn't have time or life or whatever, like other practitioners will say, stop making excuses to not work on your shadow self. It's like it's not making excuses. It's just like the distractions were strong. A lot of us are not strong. I put us because I know how your life is. Anyways. I put us, but anyways. But this is how, in general, on a spiritual level, how part one of the eclipse, which is the partial solar eclipse, will be affecting the collective, which is us, Star Family. If you want to be part of this Star Family, you can join my OnlyFans, which is free for the first 7 days, or my Patreon. Alright? So, this is a oracle and tarot reading. Exclusively. I did not prepare a speech or nothing, because whatever spirit shows me, it makes me say through my ajna and my throat chakra, Vishu something, I forgot. I need to learn the real names of the chakra. That's a task I'm working on. There's no more tea, so if I cough, I cough. So let's get into it. Should I start with the? Yeah, I'll start with oracle. Today, the oracle deck, it is being charged with the tiny amethyst or amethyst. It looks more like an amethyst because there is yellow in the inside. Yes, it is amethyst. Obviously, I have a bigger crystal, like the bigger crystal spike amethyst, but still, it works. It works because I've been called. Like my energy was focused on the oracle deck to start with that. So, spirit that lives in this deck, how the collective will be living part one of this eclipse. Let's shuffle. This one flip out. Ooh. Libra equals relationship. If you know astrology, that's what it means. Libra equals relationships. Oh, this one flew up. A master teacher card. All right. 2 healing cards. 2 healing cards. Two healing cards. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards. Two more cards. 1 card at a time. Please, 1 card at a time. 2 more cards, please. Should I take that card out? Should I pick that card up? Ooh, forgiveness. And blue out. Third card. Ooh, we got a lot of healing. Under the deck, we have peace. Libra equals peace. All right, let's get into it. This is. We have 3 healing cards. This is the collective. I'm pretty shocked. I'm really shocked. Very shocked. Shocked? Yes, I am. Relationship healing. South Node in Libra. Ketu in Libra. Part one of this eclipse, solar partial eclipse. Even if the eclipse is partial, it's still an eclipse. Relationship healing, Morganite. If you actually have this crystal, or if you have the fiat to get and buy this crystal, put this crystal in the room or wear it physically as jewelry, like I am, because I am wearing jewelry, crystals as jewelry, on you, or in the room. Put this crystal physically in the room where you know that you need to do healing of a certain relationship. Okay. It could be like personal relationship. It could be like a business relationship, collaboration relationship, marriage, intimate relationship with your grandparents, relationship with your children, whatever you need. When it comes to this eclipse, if you actually want to buy this crystal, if you can afford any type of budget, the bigger the crystal, the better, because of the flow of energy. Because the eclipses are very powerful. So, healing, relationship healing, Ketu and Libra. That will be the theme for part one. What is needed to be healed in a relationship? First off, to do some relationship healing, there's something that needs to be understood. Both parties have the want to heal the relationship. If only someone initiate, like, we need to work on our relationship so we can have a better relationship, and the other party is like, you are right, I want to participate in working to have a better relationship between you and I, this is good. But if you like try to initiate to work on the relationship to make it better, and the other party is like, nah, I like the way it is, or like try to brush it off and like minimize it, you should keep, if you want to keep that relationship with the other party, when it comes to like a business collaboration, just fulfill the contract and end the relationship. Fulfill the contract and then like get rid of it. Or when it comes to spouse and intimate relationship with a spouse or partner, you need to put like your foot down, like your fist on your you need to, like, not hard, like harder than I just did, but like you need to be like, listen, okay, you might not believe in all that juju spiritual stuff that everyone is talking about, but we're talking about our relationship as spouse, as partners. And recently, nothing is going good. We need to do something about it, or I'm taking some time off and never contacting you again. You need you. It is okay to use a little bit of threatening if the other parties, when it comes to intimate relationship, spouse and partner, using a little bit of threatening helps, because this is serious. Eclipses are serious. If you seriously want to heal your relationship and the other party is unaware or tries to brush it off, like, we don't need to work on that, it's just life, but you really want to insist, you can use a little bit of threatening. It helps, because being nonchalant has brought the relationship to where it is today, but it's so crappy that we need to do some work or some healing. So, can use a little bit of threatening. With that being said, when both parties agreed that there's some work that is needed to do in that relationship, during part 1 of the eclipse, there's the emotional attachment in that relationship. And this is the second card, emotional healing. Remember, this card flew out of the deck and went on the floor. It says, like, this is needed, emotional healing. The emotional attachment, because intimate relationship with your spouse and partner, there's an emotional attachment. If you guys are only attracted to each other because you're both hot or you have money, if the relationship is only like a form of commerce, a transaction, and there's no emotional attraction between you guys, just make a contract and don't be in a relationship. Just if you guys just want to be a relationship just for the sake of Instagram, just say it. Like, just say the truth. Say the motherfucking truth. Say like that. I just want to be in a relationship for you, for the gram, for the internet. So we could both look good and we both elevate each other. Okay? Say the truth. But if you are in a serious relationship, a long-term relationship, and you want to do some healing, emotional healing is important. And this is a master teacher card from this deck. Master teacher card. Awakening crystal. Emotional healing. So, emotions are something. Emotions are more than feelings. Feelings is how you feel, like the vibes. Emotions come from our core, our heart, where our souls reside. Remember, our consciousness resides in our heart, not in the mind, in our heart. So shifting our consciousness consciously to our heart and listening what type of emotional connection that we have with our spouse or partner, we can hear the truth from here. But since we are in Libra season, and this is part 1 of the eclipses, partial solar eclipse, the emotional healing has to do with both parties together forever. I'm just kidding. My bad. So emotional healing the emotional word, the emotional healing, to put out the emotions truthfully, so they come out truthfully without no filters. You both have to do the work together. That's what I'm saying. Together. Libra, partnership. Together. Hands in hands. Hands in hands. So the emotional labor, the labor that is needed to do the emotional healing has to do with both parties. It cannot be done cannot be only done by the person that initiated the relationship healing. Okay? Relationships has to do with minimum 2 parties. Okay? 2 parties. With that being said, emotional healing, what that brings in is forgiveness. Pink tourmaline. Forgiveness. Okay? Forgiveness. Now, you don't do the Christian way of forgive and forget. Because if the red flag comes back, or if while you put it in the washer, after you put it in the dryer, and the red flag is still red, then you fold the red flag, you give back to the other party, and you say, this relationship is not working. Change this type of behavior or I'm leaving. Okay? But after taking that red flag, put it in the washer, put it in the dryer, and that red flag becomes neutral. I.e., neutral. It means that I'm sorry. Forgiveness has done its work. You forgive, you perform forgiveness when the other party actively is working towards changing what needs to be changed so the relationship can be stepped into, it can go a step higher into the next elevation. Okay? You perform forgiveness when it goes there. When the other party, or you, not just the other party, when you, the first step of forgiveness is you have to forgive yourself, then you forgive others. So you forgive yourself on the mistake that you have done where the relationship needs to be healed. And you forgive the other party for their mistakes that they have done. So you can for both parties to elevate themselves. So the whole relationship elevates into the next stone, the next step, the elevation. So this relationship can be fulfilling, emotional fulfilling for both parties in the long-term run. Now, come here. If you're in a relationship with someone and you only want this relationship to be temporary, i.e. 1 to 3 years, and you do not see yourself living the rest of your life with this person, why are you watching this video? Get the fuck out. I ain't mean like that. Forgiveness is not something to tread lightly, because before forgiveness there's emotional healing that came before. So when the healing on the emotional level from the core, from the soul is done together, together, it is when that forgiveness, the energy of forgiveness comes in flow, and it the energy of forgiveness comes and it doesn't feel forced. Yes, it's not forced. The energy of forgiveness comes and it eases. It comes at ease. It comes easily. That's what I'm saying. The download. I'm downloading. The energy of forgiveness has to come easily. The emotional, the energy of the energy of forgiveness cannot come by force. You have to come naturally. That's what. Naturally. There you go. The energy of forgiveness has to come naturally after the relationship healing and the emotional healing. It has to come naturally. It cannot come like, okay, so we have done this work, so you should forgive me now. It has to come naturally. Partial. And then I'm sorry. Comes the dioptase, the crystal dioptase, and then comes the heart healing. Two hearts beat together at the same rhythm of the music that they create together. Heart healing. I said emotions come from a core. The truth comes from a core, from the soul. But the heart healing comes from the Anahata chakra, the heart chakra. To make the relationship successful in the long term, heart healing can mean a lot. It can be your own heart, or the other party's heart, or the heart of the relationship that has healed. With forgiveness coming before heart healing, it means that when the energy of forgiveness came naturally, the heart of the relationship starts healing. Dioptase. It naturally heals. The heart naturally heals. The heart of the relationship itself naturally heals. The two first steps, relationship healing and emotional healing, will be the hardcore, the hardcore work. And after both parties work together, instead of working like that, so you work slowly like that together, forgiveness comes. And then the heart healing comes in flow. No matter anyways, I'm just being silly. The heart healing, the heart of the relationship heals. But what it brings, the card underneath the deck is, it brings peace. You see how the message flows naturally? You see how the message flows naturally? doesn't mean I'm talented enough. If I'm talented, subscribe to my channel and donate. I work hard. I'm coughing a lot because I don't talk a lot. I'm coughing a lot. Please subscribe. I'm not gonna beg. I don't beg. I tell you to subscribe. If you don't subscribe, so be it. But the natural flow of forgiveness, like I said, the heart of the relationship naturally heals. And the healing of the heart of the relationship that can be done together. Naturally. It comes naturally. But the two first steps have to be initiated by the first or both parties, or even more. But I'm not judging. I'm just like, you could afford to have a 3-4 year relationship and it works and you guys are happy. I'm happy for y'all. It's just like it's as long as it works for y'all. Now let's clarify. No, there's nothing to be clarified because it is clear, crystal clear. Crystal clear. Let's add more flavor to this reading with the tarot card. I have my emerald right here. This by Boy. This by Boy. I'm also wearing the emerald on my picking finger because why not? So let's ask to the spirit that lives in the tarot deck how the collective will be living the partial solar eclipse on October 25th. The High Priestess, it came back. If you watch the Aries reading, the High Priestess came back. Oh, victory. King of Wands, forgiveness. And the Queen of Wands. All right, a lot of fiery energy. What's underneath the deck? The Hierophant. Okay, Hierophant. The peace started to be brought. Okay. High Priestess. What is hidden in the relationship that needs to be healed? Something is like hiding, and the High Priestess energy is here to say this is what type of work that it needs to be done to heal the relationship. What came after that is card number 6. 6 of Wands. Fire energy. Emotional healing. The emotional healing. How to heal. The emotional healing. When the first step is successful and you look in the shadows, you see the shadow and the light. When the first step is done, the second step will always be successful because you cannot ignore emotions unless you're actively working mentally to ignore what is in there. You cannot ignore the emotional labor when it comes to heal those emotions in a relationship, when both parties are in it, when both parties work together, it's always successful. It's always successful. And the sparks that brings in the relationship, it's just so, it feels victorious. It feels victorious because it feels good. You know, like we both did that together. It feels good to be successful in that. It feels good. The King of Wands on top of forgiveness. The King of Wands represents honesty. It represents the natural fiery type of energy of the energy of honesty, the flow of honesty. Because forgiveness and honesty, what it tells me, it goes hand in hand. Because when you forgive someone and you're not honest in your forgiveness, it's not gonna work. That's why I said that the energy of forgiveness has to come naturally. It has to come naturally. No choice. It has to come naturally. But with that, we have the Queen of Wands coming right after her king. Queen of Wands on top of heart healing. The sparks in the heart. The Queen of Wands also represents love and money and its divinatory meaning. So having the Queen of Wands on top of heart healing means that the heart of the relationship, the sparks, the fire in the relationship will be healed, will be stronger. Healed and stronger. Hey, yo. And the fact that, in tarot meaning, the fact that the queen is besides her man, the King of Wands, it means that, like I said, the two last steps are meant for each other. The two last steps are a flow of natural energy. It naturally comes together. Okay? It naturally comes together. So I'm not surprised to see the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands together. The first two steps takes a lot of work, but seeing the Queen and the King and the Queen together, I'm not surprised. I'm just very happy that Spirit is telling the right message. Underneath the deck, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is here to bring some type of realistic, ritualistic part of the relationship for realistic authority for the relationships, for this eclipse. And it's also the symbol of peace. Peace. You know? So symbol of peace underneath the decks. So it like Spirit doesn't lie. I'm sorry, the Spirit that I work with, it does not lie. It does not lie. It doesn't lie. I'm satisfied for this collective reading. If you have questions that you're not embarrassed to ask in public, put it in the comments below. It will be my pleasure to answer them. If you have personal questions, you can email me, or you can book a consultation with me. 15-minute consultations are $20. So do not be afraid to book a consultation with me. If you appreciate this reading, support the channel, donate to the channel. Please donate to the channel. Like, it takes a lot of hard work to do this work. It is not easy work. I'm telling you guys, it is not easy work. Support the channel. Support your spiritual practitioners. Okay. This was the collective reading. So collectively, it's free reading on YouTube. The more in-depth reading will be on my OnlyFans and and Patreon. So if you prefer Patreon, you can pick Patreon. If you prefer OnlyFans, the first 7 days are free. So the more in-depth reading will be on OnlyFans for this collective reading. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting me since day one. Star family, if you're watching this, you guys are awesome. Life is hard, but if you have been doing the work, the shadow work, this eclipse season will be intense because of the influence of Uranus in the fixed stars, but everything will be alright. This is Starlight Universe from Stars Always Speak, and I'll see you on to the next reading, and the next reading will be Geminis. The spirit said Gemini for the sex workers, exclusively the when I say individual zodiac signs in the sidereal system, this eclipse season, I'll be focusing on sex workers, full service sex workers, you name it, do whatever you want about it. I'm focusing on sex workers, but this general reading is for everyone. Alright, I'll see you for the Gemini reading for sex workers. Gemini rising and Gemini sun and moon. Spirit says moon. I'll see you next time.